what faces the Afghani people after this drawdown is fully complete, and there are no U.S. soldiers there to protect these folks, especially the women there. The Taliban has vowed to respect women's rights and allow them to work and study based on Islamic law, but that's sparking a lot of skepticism about what that means to live under Sharia law. We know what it means in the past. Taliban telling a different story now, but no one believes them. There are also reports that Taliban fighters shot and killed a woman for not wearing a burqa in Afghanistan. Joining us now to discuss this is national security analyst Brigitte Gabriel. She's also the chairman of actforamerica.org. Brigitte, good to have you back with us on Newsmax.
Thank you. Delighted to be back with you.
This is the worst of the worst. Some of the most perverse behavior that we see in the Muslim faith. What happens, what the Taliban do, and what they do specifically to women.
Yes, it is. And it is so sad. Look, they already started doing this about 4 weeks ago, as they were starting to take over cities and towns. The first thing they did is burn the girls' schools. And they told the girls to stay home. And so we saw what they're doing. You know, actions speak louder than words. And that's when they were taking over as they were advancing. Now we are seeing that the first woman got killed today. We're seeing the images all over the world on international media, killed in the street for not wearing a burqa in front of her family members. It doesn't matter what they say. We know how they're going to act. They may be giving lip service to the world right now, but wait until the cameras go home. Wait until the West loses interest in what's happening in Afghanistan. Now it's a top story. But is it going to be a top story 2-3 weeks from now when no reporters are going to be allowed to be inside? And that's when the Taliban are going to take over and really do whatever they wish to do to the women. I just heard stories about an hour ago of women throwing their babies over the wall at the airport to people on the other side just so they can take their children and get them out of Afghanistan. The images coming out of Afghanistan right now are horrifying, and they know the fate that awaits them. They know what's coming.
It's just, you say that, and we've seen the images of the people falling off that C-17 transport planes. You hear the stories of women throwing their babies over the wall. Still, we hear a lot of people, too, complain about this country and the lack of freedom, the oppression of the police here in this country. This really puts things in perspective, doesn't it, Brigitte?
Oh, my goodness. Does it put things in perspective? We are so fortunate in this country. As a matter of fact, we are so spoiled in this country that we live in utopia. We don't realize all these women who are now, the Antifa, and they rally for Black Lives Matter, and they rally to defund the police, and all the ladies wearing the pink hats at the march in Washington, D.C. for not describing exactly what type of hats they were. Where are they now standing up for the women in Afghanistan?
Right.
But people in America have been living in such a dream for such a long time. We do not even know what persecution is. That now when we are watching what's happening in the rest of the world, that's persecution. That's what happens to people who are tortured. We in America have no idea. But the most important thing right now, John, is we need to get the Americans who are trapped behind enemy lines. Right now, we don't exactly know how many Americans are there. First, we heard there were only 5,000.
Right.
And then we heard, well, there was about 10,000.
We can't get, we cannot get a straight answer from the administration on this, and it's really concerning. The lack, there's almost a level of condescension there too that we heard from Jake Sullivan, which is concerning as well. Brigitte Gabriel, thank you for your time. We appreciate it, and of course, we'll check in with you soon.
Thank you very much.
लाइक और शेयर ठोक दीजिए महाकाल का लाइक और शेयर ठोक दीजिए